Hello, hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to your weekly card reading for September 16th to September 22nd. My name is Fiona. I am a variety of things. Channel, um, card reader, teacher, all that fun, great stuff. And every week I offer just a card reading to help the collective stay in that healthy, beautiful mindset because the longer we can stay in that high vibe, the better, eh? So yes, that's what I do. I do a little bit of everything. When I'm not on the road working at fairs, I'm back here virtually at home from my home base in my studio, offering classes on spiritual development, coaching, and healing. Because that's the only way we're going to raise the collective, right? So let's hop in. Today I'm working with my favorite deck, which is by Radley Valentine. Um, the Archangel Power Tarot cards. Wonderful deck. One of my first decks, actually, the first deck I actually started working with before I went into Rider Waite. So I am excited. This Monday energy for the 16th is beautiful. We're sitting in the Ace of Ariel, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Coins. So it's like, and I have been feeling this all day today because this is Monday. I just finished a show up in beautiful North Bay and I'm recharging this week, kicking off psychic development level 2 on Wednesday. And then I'm in Corbyville on the weekend. And it's just, I feel, oh, I'm excited about the full moon coming up. It's just this fresh spark of new energy, a lot of newness, a lot of opportunities, windfalls of money, promotion, resources, support, because Pentacles deals with 3D matters, material needs, because and I said this in my group, we're not meant to be living a limited, scarce life. There were no rules for that. We are meant to live an abundant, joyous life of contentment. That doesn't necessarily mean you're walking around with name brands and such, but you're walking around feeling safe, protected, um, not worried about where your next meal is coming from or having a roof over your head. So I'm really excited with this energy. This is a beautiful way to start the week that we literally have it at our fingertips to create and manifest what we desire. This card reads, it's your lucky day, new resources, money, time, or support, a change in a job or a promotion. And she's just sitting there with ease. Yeah, there's mountains. There'll be some shifts in the future, but it's an ace. You can only grow. And then Tuesday, we're sitting in a form of stability. We have the Four of Gabriel, the Four of Wands. This is all about coming back to your home base, your family, your roots, and really celebrating what you've worked on and where you've come from, which I think is a beautiful energy on Monday. We're starting on something new, but remembering our roots, remembering what's important to us, and embracing those close to us that have supported us and celebrating. This card reads time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. And again, I feel like this, like I feel this. I, it's just this flow of connecting and being at peace and taking the time we need before we set out on this journey and kind of reflecting. And it's almost like collecting information or vibrations for this next step. And with any new exciting start, we have that because we've got stuff to let go of. We have stuff to let go of because we can't level up without recognizing we have to release. And that makes sense why Wednesday we walk into the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Michael. This says your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So traditional Rider Waite is a gentleman like freaking out in bed with like 9 swords above him, and the swords represent like mental thoughts, beliefs, ideas, things going around in the mind that aren't necessarily true. I have 2 cards that represent worry. One is something genuinely to worry and eventually take action on, and one is worry that's in our mind that hasn't come into reality yet, because our thought forms and our ideas are very, very powerful. And what we're thinking can send out waves. Um, Even though it hasn't physically happened, we're starting to send the energy out to it. And the Nine of Swords is that. And the remedy for this card, I tell my clients and students, is talking it out with someone, journaling it out, just get it out of your head, so that you can almost wipe the slate clean and move forward. I call it the etch a sketch, like that game where you just and release. And I make it sound easy, but it might require some tapping, some journaling, coffee with a friend just to get it out and then move forward, which makes sense when we're starting something new. And then if we're hanging around friends and family, it might bring up some old stuff, but we're not meant to carry it forward. So that's Wednesday, it's clearing out. So when we walk into Thursday, because we've done the clearing, we get the healing, the Six of Cups. So this is returning to innocence. This is very much going into your inner child. Play. Go out and play if you have kids or you're around children. Go genuinely go play with them. It could be play, could be whatever you enjoyed as a child. I was listening to someone channeling on their professional channel, and I can't remember who or what they were channeling, but essentially the energy had said we learned how to heal our inner child with what we enjoyed and loved doing as a child. And we don't have to necessarily go back and do what we did with as a child. Like, I'm not going to go back and play Lego. You like it. But that excitement of building another house, I always built the same house in Lego. That excitement of like all those pieces again and starting all over again to rebuild. Finding something in my adult life that brings me that same joy. It could be paint by numbers, it could be cooking. Some people it's mathing or organizing. It could be going for a walk. It could be playing D&D or creating new creations. Like I just saw the warrior shaman just did a beautiful mermaid spell jar bottle that just when I saw it, I was like, whoa, that totally resonated. And that's her form of play. So when I see this card, it makes sense. Like we're starting somewhere new, connecting, stuff comes up, we start clearing, we come back to the quickest way to heal. And that's working with our inner child. And if your response to me is, hey, Fiona, I'm healing my inner child. Yeah, healing your inner child's ongoing. It is for 90% of the population due to the system we're in right now. It doesn't mean you have to be stopped just because you're working on your inner child. It literally is a work in progress because we're always evolving. And for those that may have had a difficult childhood and they didn't get the opportunity to explore the idea of inner play, and that has happened, finding things that feel expansive and Mary Kondo, spark of joy, tap into that. Same idea. So that is Thursday. These are just beautiful wisdom pieces here. And then when we walk into Friday, it's my girl, it's the High Priestess. Yeah. The High Priestess, Archangel Heniel, all about the moon, our divine feminine, our connection with cycles and rhythms. Listen to your rhythm. Your rhythm is different from my rhythm. Half the week I'm a morning person, the other half of the week I'm a night owl. I'm not just one thing. Some people are just total morning, some are night. You see where I'm going with this. But on Friday, we're getting powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. I love that because we're going into our healing journey. We're stepping into this new excitement. And Friday is a really call from, I almost feel like source and spirit to go within and know that we have the knowledge and leaning into that shadow, that beautiful shadow. We don't have to be black. We don't have to be white. We can be in the middle, that beautiful grayness. It's just be in our own flow. And she's standing there with open arms, with water flowing, and water represents the subconscious. And that's really just open. That's what is singing to me here, is like the open hands, like sitting ready to receive and ready to act. And it's coming from here, which is a beautiful energy. And I'm really getting that moon back there. The moon is really speaking to me for some reason. So Friday, pay attention to the night energy. Maybe spend some time under the stars. The stars in our dress are also popping as well too. So lean into that energy. Maybe some energy, spending some time, a little bit of meditation Friday night. When I step into Saturday, this makes sense. We step into the Four of Cups. So what made us happy in the past may not necessarily make us happy now. And this card is very much a card of discernment. So as we find our inner child and our way to heal, to tune in and make sure it's really filling our cup. Because you might go back to an old activity or something that you do in the past or somebody has recommended. And it's just like, because the Four of Cups is somebody handing something to you and you're kind of like, ugh. You're either not into what they're doing or you're not paying attention. This card is like a catch-22. You might be missing it or you're not being tweaked into it. Like tweet, tweet. So this card is seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, be aware of your own emotions. So on Saturday, check in with yourself. Make sure what you're doing is filling your cup. Where you're at is filling your cup. What you're doing is filling your cup. The ideas, the energy, the people around you. There will be several opportunities. I almost feel like there'll be several opportunities to try new things or see new things, but be alert to opportunities and then discern, is this what you feel attuned to, aligned to? And that's beautiful. Turning over every shell to see what's there. Because you don't have to take all the shells. And then Sunday, we're going to start acting. And the typical energy around the Seven of Wands is one of conflict or push. And I get that. But what I'm getting is once we start working at it, it's like all the old ways, all the old systems are going to be like, bleh. And we're going to be almost tested. I'm cautious with that word, to stand our ground and be the person we believe we're becoming. Because the only way, not the only way, where choice is important, Fiona. It's like if we're choosing a different vibration, a higher vibration, a new frequency, we have to recognize that our surrounding environment isn't necessarily attuned at the same level that we're stepping into. As a result, we will butt heads. People will kick back. People will try to keep us down. We'll move forward and we're pushing against the grain. And so unexpectedly, we will have these conflicts. And this card is unexpected, like, whoa, challenges. But there's 6 challenges and we come out on top. That's how this card plays out. As long as we show up, stay focused and true to what we desire to be and where we're going, we will come out on top. Now, don't get me wrong. It sucks. It's like, ugh. However, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful payoff. Once we can get past those original speed bumps, that learning curve. And once we know our systems, it's smooth sailing. Like I have students now, they say to me, oh, Fiona, I wish I could read cards the way you do. And I'm like, yeah. The first time I started reading, I was like there with the book, like, oh my God, what does this mean? What is that symbol? What does that mean? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I started off reading the book, but now I just know, I just go, I feel, I'm in my flow, but I didn't start this way. And that's what this card feels like. It's like, it's that push. It's doing your homework. It's staying up late. It's doing the stuff that you need to do to get her there. Like, I do sense there's a slight unpleasantness There will be crucial conversations and healthy boundaries set. But if we're living in that frequency, and that's where they say visualize it and embrace it and believe it's now and be in that energy that it's actually happening now. It's because you're in that energy. You may not be in that actual state and have whatever you have desire physically in front of you, but you have the energy and the frequency in your system, your seven auric bodies, like you have it there because you believe it. And our body doesn't know that it's not there, but it knows the emotions and the intention. So in a way, it's already happening in the present. You're sitting in that frequency, you will be required to act like you already have it, but if you start to back down and start to play small and shift your frequency back, then you can't move up and sustain that new vibration, that new task, and call in what you desire. So I feel like Sunday's going to be a bit of that. That's kind of interesting, eh? It makes sense. This makes sense. The cards make sense. Who knew? I did. So this is a beautiful energy this week. The lesson is there's a journey. It's an ace that we're starting off the Monday energy, and we do have our ups and downs. But there's no blocks. There's nothing, there's no cards in this week that says stop, return, go back to go, collect 200 or the jail card. There's none of that. There's work required. But it's not work you can't do because we all have access to this. So that is our reading for this week. If you enjoy my readings, please like, subscribe, all that stuff. Share it with friends. But also, if you would like to do more work with me and my community, I do offer a monthly membership called Unlock Your Inner Magic. It has my course materials in it. Twice a month, I do live classes, group classes on course material. And then I have a live class on psychic development, a live class that I take everyone through healing and healing tools, and then a Q&A session. Plus, you have access to all the modules, learning modules, and special events and guests. So that's over on my website. The link is in the comments section. And yes, my vision here is to help as many wonderful souls as I can raise the vibration of the collective and support the shift in the transitions that those of us that know is coming. What it is, we don't know, but we know it's coming. So there you go. Have a beautiful, beautiful week, and I look forward to connecting. Take care.